Hello. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure when the date is either, but I think like we just kind of decided the third Saturday of the month, unless it's like a holiday or something like that. Yeah. So, um, I started my channel about 2 years ago, and Sydney is someone who I just was enjoying watching. I think she started a little bit after me. I'm not really sure. She'll have to tell you exactly when that was, but I've just enjoyed watching her content and getting to know her a little bit more and kind of going back and forth a little bit. And so I am super excited that she didn't think I was completely nuts when I wanted to start doing these, so I am super excited about that. Um, I've got quite a bit of different projects going on right now. I have a hard time focusing on what I want to do next, so I kind of never really know what is going on next. But I am currently working on a project that has this drops yarn right here. It's called Fable, and it is superwash treated sock wool. Um, I had showed this a little bit in my cleaning video, and when I looked at it, I was thinking it was brown, but it turns out there's no brown in this at all. So I had to scrap my whole plan and start over from scratch, which, as we know, sometimes happens. But um, I had kind of treated myself like, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, to this Fable, or sorry, to Drops yarn. I ordered it from overseas, and it's pretty cool. It's supposed to be like higher end type of yarn, but like lower prices. And I mean, and it was, but I did learn a valuable lesson that I ordered like a bunch of stuff I sampled, but then I didn't really order enough of stuff to make stuff out of. So a definite lesson learned for me there. So it's like, do I go back and order more to have stuff that matches, or do I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, that was a way longer version just to tell you I'm using this wool sock yarn to make a shawl with right now.
What kind of shawl?
Yeah, well, so I originally wanted to do your latest one, but then I realized that this yarn was much thinner than what you were using, and I did not have enough because I thought, okay, I can like hold two strands together and it'll work out. But then I'm like, oof, I don't have enough of this. So I'm actually doing it's one I found off of, is it Hobie's website? Is that how you pronounce that? Hobie? Hobby? I don't know. Um, yeah. So it was just a free pattern I had printed off of there. I don't have it up here, but I mean, it's very simple. It's like pretty much all just like double crochets and chain spaces. So, yeah. It's like it's not boring, but it was just the project took a turn where I was like, this isn't how I wanted to start it at all, but now I'm into it because I agreed to do a video about it with somebody, and so I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing now.
Flow
Yes, with
crochet.
Mary, yes. And I'll still like it. It's just that it just yeah, it's just totally different than how I originally wanted it to be, which I think happens a lot in crochet.
Meeting with knitting because in
Mm.
fact, I actually just did that. I started on a week started yeah, I completely understand it.
Yeah, the internet is not fair sometimes, is it? So I do have, while Sid's typing and trying to work on her connection there, I will just show you guys this yarn. I have had this for several years. It is called Big Twist Ribbon. It looks like this, like a ribbon, and it is 16 yards, and it is acrylic and polyamide. And I have no idea what to do with it. So I have three of these. So I would have 45 yards in total. Definitely not enough to make a blanket out of. Um, so I am looking for any suggestions. I had kind of thought maybe like a cowl situation. It is something that I think could get very
Mhm.
pilly very easy. I don't know where I'm at. I can see like because the light's in front of me, I can see like all the lines inside where it's held together. But it just seems like it would pill and I bought it because it was 249 and then it was like an additional 25% off. And I just got suckered in by it because sometimes novelty yarns do that to me. And then I regret my decision later on. But yes, if anybody, okay, yep, Lisbeth is saying cowl. I think that's probably my only option. But yeah, if you guys have any other ideas for 45 yards of a thick but very thin, if that makes sense. It's almost like a tape yarn. It's like an inch wide but really thin. Yeah, that would be my It would be yeah, that would be my advice to stay clear of it, but it was just like the color just got me and then the price and I was like, "Ooh, yeah." So I mean, so in total I spent like $6. It's not like I'm not financially ruined from it, but it's still one that's just sitting around. Yeah, and you're smart. You're smart. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So when I'm working with the Hi, Sid's mom and grandma. Yeah, I am surprised, like, when I'm working with this sock weight yarn, I am actually surprised that I'm enjoying it so much, but I like for a shawl or, like, I would wear it like a triangle scarf. Um,
Mhm.
I'm really liking the sock yarn weight for it, so I was kinda surprised. It's taking forever, of course, especially with just double crochet and chain spaces, um, but yeah, I like how since I do wear it in front, like, I can kind of bunch it up and everything, so yeah, I do like how that works out. I don't know, just surprised.
Sister's also here too, and uh, they keep on saying that they can see me, but they cannot hear.
Okay, okay. So I don't know if you guys can see me then, so I'll just keep talking, and if I'm talking to no one, that's fine. Or can somebody let me know if they can hear me, or if I am just talking to myself? Yeah, it's totally understandable, Sid. I totally get that. Okay, thank you, Jesse. I will keep talking then while Sid is working on her connection. Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, I can see you and hear you, but when I see you, you're a little bit jumpy. So I am very fortunate that even though I live in the country, there is if you are familiar with the Midwest, we have like these giant we call them co-ops or elevators, but they just store corn and beans, but I think mostly corn, and they're super tall, like stories tall. And 2.5 miles south of me, the one of the internet companies put one of their I don't know, like, is it a satellite? Who knows? But they put it on top of the co-op that's 2 miles south of my house. So, for being so rural, I actually have amazing internet, which is rare, and I am extremely thankful for that, and it was just pure dumb luck that I ended up right there.
Oh, this is you know.
I know. It's like
Listen.
because we have practiced a bunch of times, like, making sure we're all connected and everything's going, and it has worked just fine when it's just the 2 of us chatting. Well, another thing I did wanna kinda talk about this morning, and I will see if I can get you guys'
Mhm.
help, is so I'm making this poncho. Sorry, I'm, like, making a mess back here, and I am using up all of the cinnamon swirl, yarn that I had gotten from Hirschner's a while back. So this is a poncho from just it's not a poncho, it's like a cardigan shawl type of situation, and it's got like these like rose colors, brown, cream, tan, orange, but it's a self-striping yarn. And number one, I tried to do as much projects as I could, so I didn't really have leftover from the four cakes. And I didn't this is supposed to have fringe on the edges and the front, and I kinda wanna look like Janis Joplin when I wear it, so I want there to be a lot of fringe on it. Um, so I would like to know, I have these Hirschner's Afghan yarns here, and I think that I could do my fringe. I would prefer to do it solid anyway, because I just thought it would look kind of weird with the striping yarn. So I kind of wanted to hold these up, and I feel like I'm coming on here just for like people to tell me what to do today. But so if you would give me your advice, like here is this one is called Old Rose, and I think it does go pretty good with that pinky color that's in here. And then I've got Squash. So I thought that went pretty well with that orange. It's not perfect, but and then I do just have this regular cream color. It's just called Cream. So yeah, if anybody has any input on that, this is not going to go with my outfit at all here, but it goes like this. I just have to put a couple stitches right here to make the sleeve. And so then the fringe would go, all down here, all down the front. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Squash, cream, or old rose? Yes, for the fringe. I know. And I have plenty of all of them, so it's not like it's not like it's gonna make a difference. There's, um, a ton of yards in here. There's like 250 yards in here, so plenty. It kinda looks like everybody is saying to go with the old rose, the darkest one, which is I'm gonna be honest, that's kinda what I wanted to hear anyway. I did think about that. I did because I would th yeah, that would still look better than, like I said, I just didn't want, like, my fringe to have weird uneven amounts because of the self-striping. Okay, so this is warm, but I feel like I look like a clown with all my different patterns, so I'm gonna take this off. Thank you for everybody. I love the leopard print. I don't know what to tell you. Oops. Yeah, that's I was really leaning towards that anyway. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. We are in another cold spell here again. It was really nice for like 2 weeks, and we're back to freezing. So I'm guessing Jesse is probably freezing as well. I know Lisbeth lives in my state. Jesse's not in my state. She's actually further north than me. So I'm guessing you guys are cold too. And then Sid's over there wearing a tank top in her last video.
Yeah, 50s. Husband said tomorrow.
Mm, yeah, yeah. We actually ended up when we got home from work last night, we ended up lighting a fire. We've got the fire going this morning, because yeah, it's just that cold again. But then they're saying so I live way north of Des Moines. I'm like closer to Minnesota than I am Des Moines. I'm in Iowa, and but like they're saying Des Moines is supposed to be up to like 60 degrees next week. So it'd probably be like 10 degrees closer where I'm at, or 10 degrees colder where I'm at. Um, But I don't know, it's
Mhm.
just crazy when it goes from decent to super cold, like 15 degrees, and then, up to 50 again. Oh my gosh.
About
Yeah, last time we were live, I was up here in this room and I was freezing. Like it's okay today, it's a little chilly, but I mean, I had like a blanket on my lap, I had a wool hat on, I had a cardigan, like I was like you couldn't see my breath or anything, but it was cold. Everybody, maybe everybody in the comments right now, type what you think. Should we end this live and then have Sid restart it? Let me know in the comments. Let us know.
bushels.
I'm sure you do, Jesse. Did you guys did you guys get snow in Wisconsin, Jesse? Okay, yeah. 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 So if everybody wants to, yeah, just kind of hang tight, and so it probably will end this live, but yeah, we'll have, so just stay on Sid's page and the new one should pop up here in just a couple minutes and we will be right back. No, that is just how it works. That is how it works. So yeah, everybody hang tight. We will be back in a couple minutes.